teaching homeless pregnant teen ICT New York session breakout strategy, but it's from 2016 and is no longer profitable. I actually can't remember off the top of my head if this is week 3 or week 4, which one we've completed. It's because we're very stagnant in this challenge right now. We've made no progress. If anything, I think we've kind of moved backwards. We kind of took the step. We started off strong. We took 2 steps forward, and we took 2 steps back. Now we've taken another step back, right? So, great peak quote for if you're ever in that situation. Sometimes you need to take a couple steps back to get a running start. So we're getting a big running start. Last week was actually pretty bad. It was so bad, I started to think to myself, this shit doesn't even work. So I was kind of playing with the mental game a lot. The issue I ran into was I started taking a lot of bad trades. Gambling per se. Entering on pairs that I don't trade. Just fucking buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. It's gonna go up, it's gonna go down. Kind of like in the stock price, like in the stock moves, and they're like, sell, 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 buy, 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 buy. Doing a lot of that. It wasn't really following the strategies or anything like that. So I actually stopped trading for the last 2 weeks. I mean, for the last 2 days of the week, because I was like, you know what, I gotta just reset. We just gotta kind of get the brain back smooth. We got the brain back smooth. Look at this too. Iced coffee and hot coffee. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Fighting on the wild side? The main thing that I'm concerned about is the way I'll show you a little more before, but the way I used to trade the Asian Forex strategy was I would wait for the sweep during Asian session instead of pre-market. But this week I noticed a lot, none of the Asian session trades were playing out, so I was like, they were actually sweeping a lot. So I was like, fuck, I hope it's not switching back to the old way, because a lot of them are in drawdown. Also, look at this. It looks like I'm in a Schreier right now. I might not even break down all my trades. I'm not really happy with them, so this is going to be a short video. Yeah, I'm thinking Ife. We got a couple other buddies that trade. My buddy Jackson. I'm just going to do a Google meet with them, and I'm just going to get them to share their screen. They just break down live how they would take a trade. I'm hoping they lose, right? Because then I'm going to do it and I'm going to win, and I'm only going to film the one I win. So they're going to fail with dignity. So they're going to be they're going to show that they know how to trade, but you're not actually going to see them catch a winner. And then I'm going to fucking dive in there and I'm gonna just bang out a winner, and you're gonna be like, oh, this guy's the shit. This guy's the shit. Also, I was thinking of a crazy video idea. Mix some philanthropy, because I'm a philanthropist. I'm gonna put some modern day philanthropy. I don't sound like I'm smart enough to be saying that word when I say that. That's really depressing. Philanthropy. Yeah, I sound like I'm not. That's ridiculous. It sounds like I'm not smart enough to be able to say that. Okay, modern day philanthropy. I'm gonna start doing some modern day philanthropy. That's ridiculous. It sounds like I'm not smart enough to say that word. I just said that word and it just sounded as if this was above my intelligence level. Just kind of a giveaway, like this guy shouldn't be saying that word. Also didn't shave the beard. That's a great sign for kind of letting it go a little bit. But video idea. Some shit like teaching homeless pregnant teen ICT New York session breakout strategy, but it's from 2016 and is no longer profitable. That's a good video idea. Or convincing elderly people to give me their money to full port CPI. It's a pretty good one. Traveling to Mexico to find Chupacabra and then bring him to the slums of Compton. But in reality, I'm getting really fucking sick of this channel. The problem with this is as time rolls on, I start to think, I gotta blow this shit or pass this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah. I also found this out. You know that song from Madagascar? I like to move it. I like to move it. You know the part where it's like, money, dun. You know he's saying physically fit? It's like physically fit. I don't know. I didn't know that. We're gonna get into these charts right here. Not gonna be a long video. When a trader changes up their chart pattern and switches the background, the candle colors, and just completely switches up, that's the equivalent of when a married dude in his 50s gets divorced and buys a Corvette and changes his hair and starts doing random shit. That's like a midlife crisis for traders. That's what this pretty much is right now. You can see even right here on the side, I took out all my Forex pairs. I was like, get out of here, fucking Stephanie. Take the kids. I don't even want them. I don't want your fucking, I don't want our fucking GJ. So that's Great British Pound and the Japanese Yang. So I don't want our British Asian son around the house anymore. He's disappointing me. Get him out of here. Send him back to fucking water polo and ping pong camp. Get him out of here. Get out of here. I'm actually so nice at ping pong. Alright, GJ. Monday. Nothing. We had nothing. We took a trade on Tuesday. This was actually fucking stupid. But you're gonna see multiple parts that kind of beat down my confidence. It was like a boxing match that was kind of beating me down slowly. Body shots. Bah. This was body shot 1. Some of them were low lows. Some of them were right to the penis. Nice pre-market sweep. Change the structure on the 1 minute during pre-market. We respect our zone. Lovely. And it drops. This is a nice 4.5. Nice trade. If this hit, this would have printed this out and posted it on my wall as a poster so I can wake up every morning and just look up at it and be like, this is beautiful. It went down and it just went back up and it took us out. Next one. Just violated us off rip. Did we take any other trades? No, this is probably where we stopped. Yeah, we gave up. New Zealand JPY. This broke my heart. Look at this. We're actually going to go into the 1 minute just to really show how devastating this was. Pre-market sweep, 1 minute break of structure during pre-market, Asian session opens. Now we had a tight stop loss, really tight. I was thinking when I got in this shit, I was like, you know what? This is a tight stop loss off of a rejected fair value gap, a respected fair value gap, but it's so tight. I'm like, you know what? This is so ambitious. I think it's just going to go right up. But I remember thinking to myself, it's got to go one direction. It's going to go either up or down. Why can't it just go down? Why can't it just go down? And that's what it did. And we got in and we saw that. You see this candle right here? This is what sparked the dream. This candle right here dropped. I was like, now wouldn't it be just swell if it could just dump immediately in just one candle, right? Just do a whole move in one candle in the 1 minute. Unrealistic, I know. What does price do? It sweeps. It comes up and it takes me out. Let's just be real here. Takes me out. Takes the bread out. I was pissed. But I wasn't even pissed. I was like, you know what? I could see it going the other way. But what really pissed me off is in this 1 minute candle, after it takes me out, it literally fucking dumps. Boom. In 2 minutes, look at this. Boom. Just drops. Just shits the bed. Now, this was a fucking 14 to 1. That is ridiculous. That is so much profit that it's not even funny. It's like, you know that thing where you can just smack food out of someone's hand? That's fun to do with like a $2 donut or something. But it's like your homie buys $150 fucking caviar and you go smash that out of his hand. That's not funny. That's too much profit to play around with. That's why I didn't find it funny. Most of the times I just laugh about this and I'd be like, ha ha ha, that's funny. It stopped me out and then dropped. But for a 14 to 1, I'm not laughing. Did we take any other trades? No, because we were sick and tired of that shit. Sunday, we took a long. Just violated us off a rip. Didn't take anything Monday. Look at this. Look at this. Tuesday. Look how close it got to our take profit. Now I remember this day because I remember going to bed. This was the same day that the NZD, the 14 to 1, played and just violated. So it did that thing where it swept me and then dropped right away and then it hit take profit. So I was like, you know what? I'm in on GJ and I'm in on USDJPY. NZD's going down. The rest of them are going to continue going down. So at least I'm going to get some sort of profit, right? I can live past this. Look how close it gets to my take profit. And then it decides that it doesn't want to go any further. I'm not forcing it to. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't trying to make it do something I wasn't comfortable with. I really wanted to see it get to that take profit, but it didn't feel comfortable, and it decided not to go. Wednesday rolls around, just fucking violates us. Not a very good trading week. It just toyed with us a little bit. So next week, we're going to be very, very cautious. Yeah, I'm down $400 on this account. Break of structure, a cheeky little break of structure. Holy macaroni. This was a cheeky little break of structure. Look at this. This was, if I was teaching someone beside me, and I took this trade off of this break of structure, they would stop and go, wait, that's not a good break of structure. And I go, we broke structure to the upside. We considered this our bearish change of structure, but it never swept the highs. That's step 101 for you're about to get violated by liquidity because it breaks structure but doesn't sweep the high. That's like bringing your girl to an orgy and she recognizes people there. And you're like, she's like, oh my God, how are you doing? And you're like, how the fuck do you know this guy? And the guy's 6'8" and black. Fuck. So you're just heartbroken, but it played out. Look at that. Look how close we got. It almost got there. Almost got there. And it played out. Did what it had to do. Stepped up to the occasion. Did what it had to do. And this was for a nice little 3 to 1. This is like your Toyota Corolla. This strategy right here is good old Toyota Corolla. Next day rolls around. We forgot to set an alert. So look at that. You would have gotten bang, bang. 2 nice trades. Next day rolls around. It's not going to let us get off that easy. We lose. And those were all the trades we took. So it's over. Nothing on Sunday. Loss on Friday. On Monday. You know what? Yeah, okay, you know what? We missed this trade right here. We'll break this down. So, got our high, mark out our low, we set our alerts, and we wait. We wait for something to get swept. We got a 15-minute sweep, and a nice rejection on the 15-minute candle. Ooh. So we'd drop down to the 1 minute. We would, there, right there. So that's our 1 minute break of structure. Price is now telling us, hey buddy, it's like a suicidal friend, right? Because we're going bearish, so things aren't, it's feeling down. It's like our friend sweeps the highs and goes, hey, my girlfriend dumped me. And then a couple days later, it's like, hey, my car broke. And then I got denied from my dream school. So our buddy's saying, look, things are going down. We're not doing, we're pulling the triggers. Wow, that's so dark. Holy shit. So we hop on Parley Market and we figure out where our 1 minute fair value gap is. And we look for a rejection candle in the direction of the trend. So we wait for our buddy to start posting stuff on his story, slow down audios on the thing with XXX Tantasho. Bam, bearish candle. So we're going to set our stops here at the high. Take profit 1 would be right at the low right here. Now, truthfully honest, sometimes when take profit 1 is so close to our final take profit, will just ride it out. I'll just put both of them at the final take profit. Being honest, on this week, I probably would have set a take profit 1 just because the market had low-key been not treating us well and not doing a whole lot for our confidence. And final take profit would be down here. So this would be a 1.1, 1.4, 1.5. Not a great trade. Not a very big one. That would have been on Thursday. Pretty sure that's the last trade you would have seen on this too. Bad trades. Monday, We were a coward. Look at this. We secured 2 wins on Friday and on Monday. Both of them we chickened out. This is what I mean by I started breaking rules. We did not hold them. We started closing before the market closed, because market closes at 6 p.m. and then opens again during Asian session. So we started closing them before market close. We secured a little W on Monday. Could have been a better one. And then took 2 back-to-back losses on Tuesday. Noise. And the market was clearly going up. But we just kind of stuck with the shorts all week and got violated every single time. Don't fight the trend. Trend is your friend. Silver, same thing. We kept fighting the trend. We got a trade on Tuesday, went short. I thought this was going to play out. We got break even on this one because we just went break even on it. Yeah, we traded silver. What you gonna do about it? The silver, and the thing about the silver trades is they were low-key showing up nice. They were giving us good setups. So I was taking them. It was testing us on our rules. It was little trials and tribulations, or I don't know if that's how you say it, but look at this. Beautiful sweep, 1 minute change of structure, and then a fair value gap, and we reject off that beautifully. So we enter off of that, and we started taking these things. And I got to take profit 1. They never played out. Not one of these actually hit, unfortunately. Same thing the next day. Goes all the way down 50% towards our take profit, and then comes back up and violates us. It was not a great trading week. We're gonna dial in and go back to the OG week 1. We're gonna risk a little more because I don't know if we're actually gonna trade any Asian Forex. We're gonna give it another week, see how it wants to play out. If not, we might have to change that up a little bit because that's still a relatively new strategy that I've been trading. We got, like I said, you gotta stick with old, reliable gold and silver Asian session. Wasn't a great trading week. Wasn't a bad one because we just kind of like stopped trading near the end of the week. We just cut our losses and was like, all right, we're done. This is getting very repetitive. We're just kind of bouncing back and forth. Ping-ponging it. Just whoos. Love going back to break even and drawdown. Not really like keeping our profit. We're going to take our profit and then we're going to go lose it all right. This is kind of cool though. This is just to show your perspective of the internet. If I said something, this is to show your perspective of the internet. If I were to say something like fucking cowboy, but I bleep out the end, watch this back again. I'm going to bleep it out. Comment below what you think I would have said. But yeah, so we're going to go back to the OG method. We're going to start just holding them bitches, taking the trades and just not even looking at them. Not even fucking looking at them. We're not even going to look at them. We're going to place a trade and we're going to dip. Go back to the OG method. Oh, it's a crackhead right there. Should I teach him about a fair value gap? Okay, new video idea. Shaoling monk teaches me about life. In return, I show him how to identify proper inverse fair value gap on New York longs. Breaking down liquidity sweeps with the world's first disabled nun. Overweight gamer with chainsaw. Who given an overweight gamer a chainsaw and seeing if he can chop down a tree quicker than a beaver? Who would receive more money panhandling? Swedish supermodel or impoverished family mother with 25 kids? No, okay, this is getting retarded. Really kind of hoping that I'm going to stop saying what I'm going to do next week outside of the charts because I never do it. I know I said I was going to do a lot of things. I didn't do any of them, but I'm okay. I'm kind of okay with that because I actually spent a lot of time working on something else, so it wasn't like I was doing jack all. Kind of cut down on the like the internet use, I guess Instagram and stuff like that. Cut down on that a lot, but I was actually putting a lot of time into working on other things, so I was pretty happy with that. Good job with them. Say, let's have a great week trading, and hopefully I have a lot of money to show you guys. Also, on the, Tradeify account, we're 1 day away from getting a payout. 1 winning day away from getting a payout. Perfection. So then I can say I'm a funded trader who got a payout. Put that in my Instagram bio, and oh my god. I actually don't think I could do that for my safety. Too many women would just flock to me. Oh my god, he's funded. He has a 25K account. Holy fuck, this guy must be getting like a $400 payout every week. Duh, that's just regular to me. But we're gonna go back to the basics. We're gonna keep it super duper simple. One thing I do want to do is I want to get a bunch of my buddies who do trade, and I want to just kind of do like a video where they just trade and they just explain what they do, give some perspectives to some different strategies, because a lot of them actually trade different strategies. I also have some friends that are terrible at traders. Like, they are awful traders. They should not trade. They have no idea what they're doing. But we're gonna just watch them trade, kind of just exposing traders, what they all have in common, because there's something in common with all of them. And it's the fact that they are, I don't know. Let me actually put you guys on something really quick, because I feel like this wasn't very good for content.